Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Superstars of Wrestling review series, and we will be continuing here the 23rd of January, 1993 is our episode for today. Undertaker against Dave Solergio. Undertaker in a enhancement challenge match here. We are going to see him move rather quickly through this particular contest, and he is a day away from going head to head with what ends up being his worst WrestleMania opponent in the Giant Gonzalez for the first time at the Royal Rumble 1983. Undertaker actually does a drop toe hold here, but it's because the opponent is running the ropes in an odd manner for talent who are interested. Worth going out of your way to see this. Undertaker hits a leaping clothesline followed by a tombstone. 1, 2, 3 gets the victory here. Gene Okerlund basically talks about the prosthetic arm attack on Crush. Crush got laid out, taken out on a stretcher last week, thanks to the hands of Doink the Clown. We then move to a Marty Jannetty match. Jannetty against Ken Johnson. Johnson, not a guy that I know a ton about. Jannetty, of course, 24 hours away at this point from challenging for the Intercontinental Championship. Jannetty with arm wringers, hip tosses, and the like. Dive forward by the opponent here, and a rocker dropper gets the victory. Surprised that Marty would use that move after the neck break of Chuck Austin, but he does here. And if you're not familiar with the Chuck Austin thing in 1990, Marty used the same move and led to the broken neck of an enhancement talent. Anyway, had to settle for several thousand or millions of dollars. Tito Santana up with a Royal Rumble promo. Says he needs the fan support. Says he is going to win the Rumble. Damian Demento says the same. The voices in his head told him so. Both Coco Ware and Owen Hart, members of High Energy, say they are going to win the Rumble. Everybody wants to win the Rumble. Rumble win is a big deal. Papa Shango against Rudy Gonzalez, otherwise known as Rudy Boy Gonzalez, otherwise known as the head trainer at the Shawn Michaels School. Pretty big deal here against Papa Shango. Papa Shango casting a spell for himself to win the Royal Rumble, and that is also a pretty big deal here. He manages a body slam, manages to get the shoulder tackle, and a big back body drop, among other things, and a shoulder breaker for the victory. Razor Ramon interrupts Bret Hart in the midst of an interview, basically calls him boy, basically says he is going to win the championship. He brags about taking out Owen Hart, says he'll take out the Hitman's father and rest of his family if needed. Says he's going to win the championship at the Royal Rumble in 24 hours. Bret dares Razor to come out. Razor does not come out. There's no benefit to Razor coming out from the back at that particular juncture. Bam Bam Bigelow against Gary Jackson is up next. Bigelow, who's been back for a few months, hasn't really found a major feud as of yet. That all changes in the next little while. Big body slam by Bigelow. Misses the diving headbutt, which isn't particularly a whole bunch of fun. Irish whip and a big stun gun-like maneuver by Bigelow. Bigelow follows up pretty easily. Hits a few shots and then hits a diving headbutt of his own. Much more successful here. Hard shot by Bigelow, and the Big Boss Man pretty impressed with His need to get rid of Bigelow, backbreaker across the knee by Bigelow, and Bigelow goes to the top rope for the top rope headbutt 1, 2, 3 win for Bam Bam. Then we go to the Royal Rumble report. Mean Gene Okerlund interviews, actually throws to hype for the Rumble. This is our last Royal Rumble report. We see the Rumble program, which is a pretty big deal. Reminder that Bret Hart and Razor Ramon fight in less than 24 hours. 30 superstars in one ring is the tagline. Winner challenges at WrestleMania 9, the champion of the WWF. Mr. Fuji proclaims that Yokozuna will be the winner, and he ends up being prophetic because Fuji is right that Yokozuna does in fact win. Head Shrinkers and Mr. Perfect, among others, in the Royal Rumble. Perfect promises to get his hands on Flair. Then Bob Backlund mentions that this is his first time in 10 years to get the shot at the championship at WrestleMania. This is a big deal to him. Kamala, up next, now a babyface version of Kamala against Dale Wolf, otherwise known earlier as Dusty Wolf. I don't know why they kept the Dusty name away. I know they originally changed it because of Dusty Rhodes being with the promotion, but they kept him as Dale for the next little while. Slick is happy to be the friend of Kamala. Kamala manages several sidekicks, chops, and kicks and punches, choking maneuvers, among other things. Kamala is, I guess you'd say, doing everything he can do to get victories where he can. He hits the big splash. Kamala turns over his opponent 1, 2, 3, gets the victory. Bobby Heenan tells us that Narcissus will be revealed tomorrow. He has the body of an Adonis. He is as big as everybody says he is. He's as bad as everyone says he is. He's as beautiful as everyone says he is. And Superstar's final words on the Rumble. Tatanka promises the braves of the Native American civilizations across the country that he is going to win for them. Jimmy Hart acknowledges managing what he considers to be the best tag team he's ever managed, and if it comes down to it, the $1 Million Man and IRS ready to do battle with each other, but take all the money of being the champion home with them. And then we move into the final promo, which belongs to the Berserker. Berserker says he's used to tossing people over the top rope, so he's ready to win the Royal Rumble. Nasty Boys up finally, and they basically incinerate that they have brawled and fought forever, and that they may have to fight each other tomorrow at the Rumble. That closes the January 24th edition. We'll be back with more action right after this.